Welcome.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. We're going to take you around the Gawler Ranges in South Australia on this episode.
Yeah, it's sort of a super big park, but it has got some ancient history and it has got some farming history from the 1880s.
Yeah, so we'll take a look around. After that, we're going to take you to the north of the Gawler Ranges, to Mount Ive Station, and we'll check out the large salt lake, Lake Gairdner. So lots to see in this episode.
Yeah.
So come along for the drive.
Come for a drive. Yeah.
See ya. So Woodnut is on the air highway on the A1, coming across towards Ceduna, and access the Gawler Ranges from here or Minnipa.
This is the Australian farmer statue with sheep and wheat and sun. So it's got 4 different sides to it. So this is missing grains and drought side. The other side's got it's harvest time.
So while we're checking out the Gawler Ranges, we're camped here at Chakulda Rock, and it's a large area around the rock. Donation camp. There's a long drop toilet, lots of space. Last night we were the only ones here. This is the Chakulda hut, which is at the base of the rock. An old hut here that was part of the homestead years ago. It is open, you can go in. Not so long ago it was home to an indigenous couple. It's got their names on the sign. I've forgotten that. Tilly and somebody. It would have been a cosy little hut. We're on the bush track here to the organ pipes, which are probably the most common attraction in the Gawler Ranges. I'll just dodge that tree. It's an easy little walk so far. Yeah. All right, we are at the end of the path.
Yeah, evidently it was lava crystallized rhyolite.
Just going a bit further after the path is closed, or the path ends, you actually get a close-up view of some of them here. So this is a closer view. Aren't they nice? We'll see if we can get even closer. At the end of the track, it's actually just a little bit of rock hopping to get closer. Can't get any closer than sitting on them, Glenn says. I'll come and join you for a selfie.
Okay.
He's realised where he is as slow as a tortoise. All right, this one's better than a lizard. And he's faster than a lizard too, Glenn. The spikes are very yellow. This is the old Paney homestead. Oh, doors. Be a tough life out here in the old days. It's a nice little house. It's lovely, beautifully restored. It's all concrete. It feels really cool. So it'd be great in the summer. This is interesting. It's the dogs' quarters. It's all the old dog kennels. So now we're at Policeman's Well. We're going to take a walk out to the well. So the well was shared by the police and the Indigenous. This is a walk to Policeman's Well. Up in the distance I can see wild camels. They look like camels, that's the thing. They're wild goats. But from a distance they had a hump. And they're just watching us, creeping up on them. They are big goats. This well was for everyone to use, as indicated by this artwork here. People, animals, everyone came to drink from the well. It's a dry old spot at the moment. There's not even a drop in there. Righty, this is the stone dam.
Engineered water supply in the early 1900s.
300 metre loop walk.
That was a nice quick walk. Only 200 metres, but it was supposed to take 20 minutes. And there's our stone dam.
Glenn's found a gecko down on his... Well, you might be a lizard, might be a gecko, not sure. Down on your belly anyway. This is Pildappa Rock, which is not far from the base of the Gawler Ranges. We'll take you in and show you.
Pildappa Rock. Very wavy. Where are you, Vic?
I'm here.
You're waving?
Hey!
Gotta go up the wall. That's it.
Pildappa Rock is just beautiful. It's one of our favourites. And up until recently you could camp here, but now they've changed it day use only. So it's still a nice place for a day, but it was lovely to camp here. All these posts are new, because you used to be able to just pull in here and camp at the base of the rock. They're still doing a lot of work, but they've made it very obvious there's no camping. But they are working on some walking tracks around the rock and picnic areas, so it'll be a nice day use area. So today we're taking the trek up to Mount Ive Station, which is up here in this corner, but at the moment we're down here at the base of the Gawler Ranges. So we've got several choices. They're all dirt roads. We can go up this way that we went yesterday and across and down, quite corrugated, but we've rung and checked the visitor centre and this other alternative up here from Woodunna across, up and across. Yeah, it's corrugated too. I mean, we've done corrugations before. We've done worse than what we drove yesterday, but trying to avoid them. The other option is to go across the bitumen all the way to Iron Knob over here somewhere, and then up the dirt to Mount Ive, which is a really long drive. So we've decided we're going to better the devil you know and do the road that we did yesterday. So it's meant to take, it's only about just under 200 k's, but it's supposed to take about 4 hours. So we'll tackle that one today. Yesterday yesterday we did the pressures on the car when we did our day trip. So we'll try and make it a smoother ride today. Dropping the van down. So I noticed this sign yesterday when we were coming in on our day trip. It's like the road gets really bad from here. And it's like the Wodunno Council is telling you, it's not our fault, don't blame us. But yet now the corrugations will start. Been good till here. And it's instant. It's been a really nice gravel road till here. Okay, so we made it through the national park. Now we hit the remote stuff. So we've arrived. Mount Ive. Down the driveway. That road wasn't too bad at all.
No, it's just that section around the...
Which we'd done yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rest, some of it was sandy, some of it was rocky, but most of it was pretty good. On the way into the station, there's a couple of little graves. Babies, both babies, from the owners of the property back in the 1800s. See, your road's just here, so they're just on the side of the road. A stark reminder of what it used to be like years ago, and the property up in front. Campsites all in that area there, and reception over to the left. We set up camp here at Mount Ive. Done my load of washing as soon as we arrived. Checked everything out. Everything survived the corrugations, no problem. But as soon as we arrived, Glenn's gone to chat to the neighbours and to help them with their problems after the drive. The shower screen fell off and a few other little things. A roof vent. But Glenn had the tools, didn't you, mate?
Yep.
Oh, hello. You want to say hello? Hey? You stuck your head through the hole. You want to say hello? I don't know if I want to pat you. I don't like emus that much. Hello. You're the pet emus?
Resident kangaroo.
You having a little snooze, buddy? In the shade. This is the reception happy hour area. We'll be back here at 5 o'clock for happy hour. They light the fire.
Yeah.
This is Waddle. She's a Mount Ive baby. Hand raised, aren't you, Waddle? Yes, we know I don't have a bottle. Look at her.
Okay. Are you spelling?
She's a bit cute.
Bit cute? Yeah. What's this? This little piggy you went to market.
Willow's a bit thirsty, is she? I've just mopped the floor with that. Must be tasty, Willow.
Is that enough?
Willow's thirsty. This is Willow, the pet kangaroo. What's going on around there in the shade? So we found out that the emus here were born here. They actually found emu eggs and incubated them here, not expecting them to actually hatch. And 9 months later, we've got these 2 pet emus. I wouldn't have expected them to grow to adult size in just 9 months. And fancy that, they're little miracles. Their eggs just would have died. So we missed this yesterday when we arrived at Mount Ive Station. We came from the north. So this is at the entry gate when you come up from the south. Every station needs a submarine, don't you think?
You do.
Yeah. Very creative use of old boilers. So you can access Lake Gairdner from Mount Ive Station. You pay $45 to get a key through the locked gate at the old dog fence. You get a mud map to go there, so that's where we're on our way. It's brilliant white, spectacular. The second largest salt lake in Australia. No, third. The third.
Yeah.
Look who we've met on the track. Oh, he's found his way off. So this is the locked gate that we go through, which is on the line of the old dog fence. This is the Mount Ive Station private road to Lake Gairdner. Come on through. So on the way to the lake, there's a turn off. Drive for a few k's to some more organ pipes. So they've got their own organ pipes on the station. Taking the track down to the organ pipes. And there's some yellow-footed rock wallabies. So this one is another detour road off the road to the lake, which takes us to an embankment built in 1880 over here. That's pretty tall. It's going to catch a fair bit of water, that. Well, check this out for a salt lake. This is just where we've stopped the car. It's as far as the eye can see. Crunch, 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 crunch. It's not wet at all. The most surreal experience, I tell you. Like, you just got salt 360. Have a go at it. It's absolutely amazing. I mean, we've been on Lake Eyre. It wasn't as hard as this. This is, you can hear the crunching. It's just so spectacular. Everywhere you look is just white. White, white, white. And this is just the bottom point of the lake. Whee! Whee! I'll get myself dizzy. It's just the most amazing thing. It's massive. It bounces.
Lake Gairdner. It's pretty big.
It's bigger than big, mate. It's massive.
Nice and flat. You could set some land speed records around here.
Which they do.
Yeah. So pretty impressive.
The third largest salt lake in Australia, you say?
Yes, the third, yes.
Obviously Lake Eyre. And the second one, we had to look it up.
Lake Torrens, was it?
Yeah, Lake Torrens, yeah. And then Lake Gairdner. This would be the most remote, although Lake Eyre's pretty remote.
Yeah, it's pretty remote.
But yeah, this is definitely worth a trip here. All right, this is another short drive from the station to the wombat holes. Looks like we've arrived this way to the wombat holes. So we've followed the mud map several k's deep into the property to find the wombat holes. This is one of them. And another one. Oh, oh. Can you see one in there?
No.
They go down deep though, don't they?
They do.
So it's just uneven ground that they've taken advantage of and dug the holes. Looks a bit like a mining area, like, you know, like Lightning Ridge or Cuba Pedy with all the mining stacks, only they're solid. And they've dug holes in them. Oh, Glenn just saw some activity. Kicking up dust and then scurrying away. We're too noisy for him though.
Yeah.
It's a bit hard with the sun and the shade, but this one's got footprints down to it. And then there's a massive hole.
Big hole.
That's big enough for you to go in, Glenn. Oh, Jesus.
Powdery.
It stinks?
No, it's just powdery.
Like bull dust.
Yeah. Tell my wife I love her.
Oh, look at that bull dust kicking up. That is as big as you. That is a diprotodon that lives in there.
Hello? Anybody home? Be funny if he'd spoke back.
I don't think they'd speak back.
Wombat.
He's wombat calling.
It's in the eyes.
Do they glow? The eyes? So we've left Mount Ive Station, driving out towards Iron Knob. And we could have got fuel at Mount Ive, $2.75. Knew we had enough to get to probably Port Augusta with our jerry can here. So we've pulled over on the side of the road, found an interesting stop. An old phone box in the middle of nowhere. It says it's a donation phone box for the RFDS. If you vandalise, just think one day you might need the service. But if you get caught vandalising this phone box, you'll definitely need the RFDS. That'll get us to town.
Hope so.
I hope so too.
Yeah. Otherwise we'll be walking.
Back to the Air Highway, 68 k's to Port Augusta, and we've got 80 k's left of fuel, so that was timed hopefully perfectly. Just pumping the tyres up now. So we decided to stay here so we could drop the van and then unhitch to travel the 40 extra k's into Port Augusta to get fuel. We were that tight for fuel. As it's turned out, it's a nice little spot. They even do meals at night, so we'll go in for a snitty tonight and have a look around the sheep station. We're staying in the unpowered section, which is this dusty part here. And these are the powered sites. Some of them are grassy and the others are gravel. It's only us that's over in the dust. Well, that is the closest I think we have ever been with the fuel. We have just arrived at the station and the odometer says 4 kilometres till empty.
My mouth's a bit dry.
You're a little bit anxious, were you?
Yeah.
Yes, so was I. So this is the dining room for our snitty. You gonna read the history?
Yep.
Yes.
It's happy hour
Off the desert,
at the station.
over the ridge.
This is dinner time. It's a wave. Thank you very much. Dinner time at the, where are we? Pandura?
Pandura. Nutbush Retreat.
Nutbush Retreat. That's safer. Well, wasn't that an awesome episode?
Yeah, the Gawler Ranges were great.
Yeah, fantastic. We love the outback, and it didn't disappoint. That Lake Gairdner, oh my God, that is a real highlight for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
You did enjoy it.
I was blown away by it. It was just spectacular. And this station stay that we're at now, because we were low on fuel, turned out to be a great find, actually. A great place to stay just outside of Port Augusta if you just want to be out of town a little bit. And the company last night at dinner was good fun.
It was good, yeah.
It was great. Meals and happy hour drinks. Good fun.
Okay,
So we hope you've enjoyed this episode.
yes, and like and subscribe as always, please.
Thank you very much. And we will see you on the road on our next episode.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.